I am Dr. C. Nagaraju, Department of Zoology from SP Government Arts and Science College, Palem. In this video, I have chosen topic for BJC second year, semester 4, paper 4, that is cell biology, genetics and developmental biology. In that topic is ultra structure of animal cell. First we have to know the introduction of the animal cell. Animal cells are typical of the eukaryotic cell, enclosed by a plasma membrane containing membrane bound nucleus and organelles. So all animal cells are eukaryotic cells, mean the cell having nucleus with nuclear membrane and also containing cell organelles. Unlike the eukaryotic cells of plant and fungi, animal cells do not have a cell wall. There is no cell wall in animal cell when compared to plant cell and fungi cell and few bacteria also. This feature was lost in the distant past by the single-celled organisms that gave rise to the kingdom Animalia. Most cells, both animal and plant, range in size between 1 and 100 micrometers and are thus visible only with the aid of a microscope. These cells we can observe with the help of the microscope only. Now here observe the anatomy of the animal cell. Means what is anatomy? The internal structure of the animal cell. See here, first here rough endoplasmic reticulum is there here, and then here smooth endoplasmic reticulum. What is the difference between the rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum? Means see here the structures having ribosomes. Here the surface of the structures there is no ribosomes. If the structures having ribosomes on the surface of the endoplasmic reticulum, it is called as a rough endoplasmic reticulum. If there is no ribosomes on the surface of the ER or endoplasmic reticulum, that is called a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Then after that observe the center is nucleus and here nucleolus. Around the structure is nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane. Then here see nuclear pores. Here thread-like structures, chromatin. See here ribosomes. Then here cilia. Here Golgi apparatus. Here microtubules. Here centrioles. Here peroxisomes. Here lysosomes. And then here microfilaments. Then mitochondria here. So every cell contains nucleus. In the nucleus, chromosomes. In the chromosomes, genes. In the genes, DNA can located. Every cell contains a animal cell around the membrane, cell membrane, inside the nucleus. In the nucleus, the fluid is present, that is called nucleoplasm. Other than nucleus, the fluid present in the entire cell, that is called cytoplasm. Cytoplasm plus nucleoplasm is called protoplasm. In the cytoplasm, different kinds of the cell organelles can located, that is perform different functions. Next, The lack of rich cell wall, allowed animal cells to develop a greater diversity of cell types, tissues, and organs. Specialized cells that form nervous and muscles tissues impossible for plants to evolve. So in the animal cells only, the cells can have the capacity to modify a different tissues, different organs, different systems when compared to plants. Plants do not having the specialized nerves and muscle systems. Give these organisms mobility, the ability to move about by the use of specialized muscle tissue is a hallmark of the animal world, though a few animals, primarily sponges, do not possess differentiated tissues. Notably, protozoans locomote, but it is only via non-muscular means, in effect by using cilia, flagella, pseudopodia. In fungi, there is no tissue formations, but some protozoans, they have the specialized structures, and with the help of the structure, the organism can move. Protozoa having here cilia, flagella, and pseudopodia. These are useful for the organism movements. For example, pseudopodia present in the amoeba. The amoeba having the surface of the body finger-like structures that are called pseudopodia. The amoeba can move with the help of the pseudopodia. The cilia are located in paramecium. The surface of the body contains small hair-like structure that are called cilia. The paramecium can move with the help of the cilia. Flagella we can observe in euglena. The euglena having long thread-like structure that is useful for the organism can move with the help of the flagella. It acts as like a locomotory organs. The animal kingdom is unique among eukaryotic organisms because most animal tissues are bound together in extracellular matrix by a triple helix of protein known as collagen. Plant and fungal cells are bound together in tissues or aggregation by other molecules such as pectin. So animal cells are particularly the tissues is having the specialized protein is called collagen, and plant and fungi cells are contain the protein or tissues thing, but it is called as a pectin. The fact that no other organisms utilize collagen in this manner is one of the indication that all animals arose from a common unicellular ancestor. Bones, cells, spicules, and other hardened structures are formed when the collagen containing extracellular matrix between animal cells become classified. Most animal cells are diploid, meaning that their chromosomes exist in homologous pairs. What is meant by homologous pairs? At the time of reproduction, the fusion of male and female gametes process is called fertilization. The resulting cell is called a zygote. The zygote contains diploid number of chromosomes, means one pair from mother, one pair from father. So only single set of chromosomes are called haploid. Double set of chromosomes are called a diploid condition. Homologous means the together pair. one from mother, one from father. That paired chromosomes are called homologous pairs. Different chromosomal pleiades are also, however, known to occasionally occur. The proliferation of animal cells occur in a variety of ways. In instance of sexual reproduction, the cellular process of meiosis is first necessary so that haploid daughter cells or gametes can be produced. Two haploid cells then fuse to form diploid zygote, which develops into a new organism as its cells divide and multiply. See here, at the time of the reproduction, actually how many chromosomes are present in a human beings? 46 chromosomes. 44 plus XX in females, 44 plus XY in males. At the time of reproduction, that undergoing to be meiotic division getting to single set of chromosomes. That single sets of chromosomes going to be fusion. The process is called fertilization, and formation of resulting cell is called a zygote only. So that is the here. Keep in around what about diploid, what is the haploid condition, so what is the meiotic, and how the formation of gametes, and then how the formation of the zygote here in this slide. Then we have to know about the different kinds of cell organelles present in the animal cell. But what is the role of these cell organelles? First see centrioles. Centrioles are self-replicating organelles made of 9 bundles of microtubules and are found only in animal cells. They appear to the help in organizing cell division but are not essential to the process. The centrioles are we have to see in animal cell only, but at the time of cell division we have to observe in the plant cell also, but these are the specialized structures of animal cell. What is the role of the centrioles? Means the centrioles are involved in cell division. Cilia and flagella. For single celled eukaryotic, cilia and flagella are essential for the locomotion of individual organisms. In multicellular organism, cilia functions to move fluid or material past an immobile cells as well as moving a cell or group of cells. Here two functions is there. See, in single cell eukaryotic, cilia and flagella, these are useful for locomotory or locomotion. But in multicellular organism, the cilia can involve in the internal fluid. The fluid can move with the help of the cilia and flagella. Why? Because there is no systems in lower animals. After that, endoplasmic reticulum. So here endoplasmic reticulum, there are two types: rough endoplasmic reticulum, then smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The rough endoplasmic reticulum means the endoplasmic reticulum having ribosomes on the surface of the structure. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum, there is no ribosomes on the surface of the structure. Rough endoplasmic reticulum involves in protein synthesis. Why? Because having ribosomes. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum involves in synthesis of lipids. The endoplasmic reticulum is a network of sacs that manufactures, process, and transport chemical compounds for use inside and outside of the cell. It is connected to the double-layered nuclear envelope, providing a pipeline between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. Then endosomes and endocytosis. Endosomes are membrane-bound vesicles formed via a complex family of processes collectively known as endocytosis. Once again, see here endosomes and endocytosis. Endosomes are membrane-bound vesicles formed via complex family of process collectively known as endocytosis and found in the cytoplasm of virtually every animal cell. The basic mechanism of endocytosis is the reverse of what occurs during exocytosis or cellular secretion. It involves the invagination, means folding of inward of a cells or plasma membrane to surround macromolecules or other matter diffusing throughout the extracellular fluid. Here endosomes are nothing but it is the membrane bounded vesicles, but these are involving the endocytosis process. Next, Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus is the distribution and shipping department for the cell's chemical products. It modifies proteins and fats built in the endoplasmic reticulum and prepares them for export to the outside of the cell. Just to keep in mind, what is the major role of the Golgi apparatus? It is also called Golgi complex. Secretion of proteins from one cell to another cell. Then after that, intermediate filaments. Intermediate filaments are a very broad class of fibrous proteins that play an important role as both structural and functional elements of the cytoskeleton. See here once again, the intermediate filaments are a very broad class of fibrous protein that play an important role as both structural and functional elements of the cytoskeleton, ranging in size from 8 to 12 nanometers. Intermediate filaments function as tension bearing elements to help maintain cell shape and rigidity. So these filaments give the shape to the cell and also rigidity. Here rigidity means whenever the cell is filled with the fluid or it's nothing but cytoplasm or water, whatever may be, the cell do not going to be burst with the help of this capacity, rigidity. Then after that, lysosomes. Generally, already you know what is the role of lysosomes means. Our lysosomes are generally considered as a suicidal bags of the cells. The main functions of these microtubules is digestion. Lysosomes break down cellular waste products and debris from outside the cell into simple compounds which are transferred to the cytoplasm as new cell building materials. So whenever harmful substances enter into the cell, this cell inside the cell having the different kinds of the enzymes. With the help of the enzymes, the toxicant substances getting to be destroyed. Sometimes these cells are going to be burst self-destruction. Hence these cells are considered as a suicidal bags of the cell. After that, microfilaments. Microfilaments are solid rods made up of globular proteins called actin. Which protein is present here? Actin. These filaments are primarily structural in function and are an important component of the cytoskeleton. It acts as like a cytoskeleton, is giving the framework to the cell. After that, microtubules. These straight, hollow, cylindrical are found throughout the cytoplasm of all eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotes do not have them and carry out a variety of functions ranging from transport to structural support. These are involving the transport of the material and also structural support to the cells. This is the major function of the microtubules. Then mitochondria. Already you know about the mitochondria. Mitochondria generally considered as powerhouses of the cell. it is a site for cellular respiration. Why? Because the cellular respiration takes place in the mitochondria only. The respiration occurs in the cell. In the cell, a specialized structure is mitochondria. Hence, the mitochondria is the site for cellular respiration. What is the respiration? Means oxidation of food substances and releasing some amount of energy in the form of ATP. So here, production of energy in the form of ATP. So that is why mitochondria are generally considered as a powerhouses of the cell. Mitochondria are wing-shaped organelles that are found in the cytoplasm of every eukaryotic cell. In the animal cell, they are the main power generators, converting oxygen and nutrient into energy. Nucleus. So nucleus means every cell inside the prominent structure is nucleus. In the nucleus, chromosomes are located. In the chromosomes, genes can located. In the genes, having DNA. That is a simple structure. Keep in our mind. And the nucleus having nuclear membrane. Inside the prominent structure, nucleolus also having. So this is the all the cell organelles are controlled by nucleus only. This nucleus is a highly specialized organelle that serves as the information processing and administrative center of the cell. This organelle has two major functions. One is it stores the cell's hereditary material. What is hereditary means? Getting from parents to progeny or new individuals. So having stores the hereditary material means or nothing but it is called as a DNA. Just now I told no, every cell contain nucleus, every nucleus contain chromosome, every chromosomes contain genes. The genes having DNA. It is a hereditary material. And it coordinates the cell's activities which include growth, intermediate metabolism, protein synthesis and reproduction. Means here reproduction means cell division. The nucleus can involve in the cell division. So two types of cell division already we know about the mitotic and meiotic divisions. This is the keeping our about the nucleus. After that, peroxisomes. Microbodies are a diverse group of organelles that are found in the cytoplasm, roughly spherical in shape and bound by a single membrane. There are several types of microbodies, but peroxisomes are the most common. So here just keep in mind about peroxisomes. Microbodies are a diverse group of organelles that found in cytoplasm, roughly spherical and bound by a single membrane. There are several types of microbodies, but peroxisomes are the most common cell organelles. Then plasma membrane. All living cells have plasma membrane that encloses their contents. In prokaryotes, the membrane is the inner layer of protection surrounded by a rigid cell wall. Eukaryotic animal cells have only the membrane to contain and protect their contents. These membranes also regulate the passage of molecules in and out of the cell. So this is about keeping our mind about a plasma membrane. And the last cell organelle. See about ribosomes. All living cells contain ribosomes, tiny organelles composed of approximately 60% RNA and 40% protein. The ribosomes contain 60% of RNA and 40% of the proteins. So ribosomes made up of RNA plus protein. In eukaryotes, ribosomes are made up of 4 strands of RNA. In prokaryotes, they consist of 3 strands of RNA. That is also keep in our mind. These are the different kinds of the cell organelles in animal cell. Once again see First keep in our mind introduction of the animal cell. Then you have to draw the diagram and you have to label all the cell organelles and what about plasma membrane, nucleus, nucleolus, nuclear membrane, cytoplasm, nucleoplasm, protoplasm. Like that you have to draw the diagram and mention the different kinds of the parts. Then go for what is the another role of the cell and compared to plant cell and fungi cell and different kinds of the cells, what is the unique in nature. Then here whenever formation of the zygote formations and here undergoing to be cell involvement process also in the fertilization, that is also you should mention. And after that you go for different kinds of the cell organelles and what is the specific role of the cell organelles you have to write. Like that you have to divide the side points and go for the preparation. Whenever preparation of this animal structure, first have to comparison with what is a prokaryotic or eukaryotic. This is a eukaryotic cell and a cell having the cell membrane and inside the cell having nucleus, nucleolus, nuclear membrane and cytoplasm, protoplasm. In the cytoplasm you have to mention the different kinds of the cell organelles and then keep in our mind what is the role of the cell organelles. So this is for important theory as well as interest point of view. Thank you.